The environment is our future. So we have to protect the environment. Trees have life just like you and me. So when I plant trees and I look after them, I feel I have an ownership. When I see a tree cut, I feel the pain, just like a child who falls sick. This is not an inanimate creature, no. In fact, if you look at the Kikuyu names for trees, they are called mu, because mu meant they have life. Muhoti, muhogo, mutero. My name is Engineer Peter Nduati. Engineer Peter Nduati is a retired civil engineer. In my retirement, I've taken to book writing and to environmental conservation. I've realized there is nothing more important in life than the environment. The environment is our future. And one of the things we can do is to actually educate children on the value and the benefits of the environment. I was actually sponsored by the City Council of Nairobi to do engineering, 1973 to 1976. I worked with them for 10 years, but I found it was too hard working with the councillors. They were not easy people to work with. They had a lot of personal interests, and they were not really committed to the welfare of the city, many of them. So I opted to resign after my 10 years tenure in the City Hall.
My name is Kenny Wakene, a filmmaker and environmentalist. My uncle Engineer Nduati and I started this journey back in 2022, and we came to realize that it is important to nurture nature to have a nurturing future.
This is a man I had gone to visit in Ottawa when I met the beautiful girl whom I married on 30th July, 1983.
Auntie Ruth.
Auntie Ruth.
He's a civil engineer, and civil engineers are people who put up structures, and his specialty is road structures. So he's had an interest in the environment in that, insofar as it relates to the roads or his designing. He even used to keep us fascinated with stories of the soil laboratory, where they go and make mud pies and measure the strength of these mud concoctions. And I always thought they probably were really enjoying their childhood by doing that.
This tree we planted on 30th of July, 2022, to celebrate our 39th wedding anniversary. Now you can see how tall it is. It means trees are actually a very good opportunity to actually commemorate important events in our lives. And as they grow together, maybe and hopefully our marriage also grows together and actually improves.
I got two.
You got two?
Yeah. You're good because you catch them.
You catch what? Our role as engineers is actually to convert nature for the benefit of mankind. So both the road and nature are for the benefit of the same people. So what you have to try to do is minimize the damage to nature as you serve the same people. Welcome to Ukaso Chabota. This is an Chabota. Why? Because it's a botanical garden with the fruits. So it's an orchard and a botanical garden. We can see where you're studying. This is what? Passion
fruits.
Oh, in the same?
Yeah.
It means actually it is possible to grow trees and food together. This Ochabota, we have about 40 species of trees. It's my expectation that children can come here and learn about trees in a very small space. They don't have to go to a big forest and spend a lot of time. Our trees are very close together. They are only 1 meter apart. It's called the Miyawaki method of planting. When they are close together, they start competing. They compete for sunlight, so they grow fast. For me, it's not work, it's part of exercise. You have to view everything positively. I have to cue the tummy.
So this is my birthday tree. It was gifted to me by Elijah and my uncle. It is a Moiri. It is a Prunus africana. It's 2 years old, yet it's taller than me. Very, very proud of this tree.
Akina is my special friend. She's in my garden today. Ukaso Chabota. And I want to show her a special tree. A tree she planted in June of 2022. It's called the poison arrow. Here you are. It's a poison arrow you planted in 2022. You can see it was a very small shoot. Now it has gone to 4 feet.
Majority of people, of course, know a thing or two about climate change. But it's like they don't care. It's an old man's responsibility to plant trees, even if it's fruit trees, for posterity, for other people who will come. You don't care who will come. My satisfaction would be that if I plant this, one time, a certain child will have a smile on his face.
So why haven't you planted like indigenous trees, considering that you have this whole space here?
I love trees. You don't need to be told. You can see them. So if I had them, I would plant them. Number two, they grow very slowly. So to give you satisfaction of even seeing them will take you a long time. So mine was to plant something which I'm going to derive pleasure from as soon as it takes. My immediate need is myself before I go to the neighbors. I would only need one small tree like this one, and I have all the oxygen that I need. It will absorb all my carbon dioxide that I'll be producing.
We did this, built this about 25 years ago, and we were keen not to cut the trees. This Mogumo tree you see here, it was left deliberate so that it does not, we were not to cut it. And it has been a battle to keep it the way it is, because it has fibrous roots and they enter my sewage system. So every 5 years I actually have to replace the sewage system. So the question is whether I retain the Mogumo or I keep a clean sewage system. We have opted to retain the Mogumo and change the drainage system. Now we are at Silva Okumazigira tree nursery. This nursery we re-established here just early in the year. We moved it from the river to here, which is a more accessible place. But they have about 70 species of trees here, and they are focusing on indigenous trees.
One of the ways that you can be able to use to get to know the trees is by just their physical features. Below here you can see it's silvery. So that's why it's called silver oak. And that's the name of our organization. We are in the tropics near the equator, where the sun tends to be intense even throughout the day. What does that make the sap of these trees be? Very potent. High potency with medicinal values.
It's a great inspiration to us as young people, looking at him as our grandfather, as our Guka, and the work that he is doing. Something perhaps we miss that we are not able to do with our grandfathers back in the village. So we see this as an opportunity to learn from him through the intergenerational relationship.
You go to live in a place because of the environment, not because of the house. Where can't you put a big house? Anywhere. You can put it anywhere. Everybody wants to live in Karen and Muthaiga, but there is no place you cannot convert into Karen because you only need trees. Good. So you become a very good golfer.
All planting and no play makes us dull people. We share amazing moments full of laughter, fun, and love.
Okay. By the way, I'm enjoying the cup of tea from your birthday gift last year.
Oh, wow, I can see
This
that.
was my 70th birthday.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You want me to get married to a 50-year-old?
I have one who is my neighbor. He's been looking, you can't find, so you'll be good for him. He doesn't know how to talk to girls, so better talk to somebody like you.
How do I start with a 50-year-old?
I will show you how. I will help you.
The consequences of not planting trees are dire. We have seen that past and present ravaging our planet and communities. Now, let us ache for a better tomorrow. I live for waking up in the morning and going to see the trees that I've planted gain an inch. And you see, that's life. Every day you wake up, you need to see something that you've done grow.
What are some of the advantages that you've seen with trees that you've planted? What change have you seen literally in your life?
The beauty with trees is that you don't grow them for yourself. And the greatest joy and gift in life is when you do things for others. It's not when you do it for yourself.
Welcome your visitors.
We have to conserve water, we have to conserve soil, the oceans, trees, animals, the fish, and the birds. Why is this? Why do we put the manure? Because the tree is like a baby.
With the mulch, inafanya water isi evaporate.
A 70-year-old man, they've already finished with their life. They're just enjoying the fruits of the world. They don't usually just go and plant a tree. They sit with their younglings and then they talk to them. I was kind of afraid he'll fall in one of the holes because he's 70. But the fact that he planted more than I could in a week made me feel proud.
Not even the rain deterred him from engaging in his passion. Despite the fact that some of us ran for cover, he remained steadfast, hence encouraging the pupils to continue planting, even as it poured.
I am happy I've planted 17 trees and it was raining.
Buka says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is